What are you doing on our driveway? What are you doing? Good morning. Let's get you to safety. There's a pond. Take a dip in the pond. He doesn't want to come out of his shell. You gotta come out of your shell every now and then, guy. Just come out of your shell. Okay, he's looking around. He's trying to figure out where he is. He was on the driveway 2 seconds ago, walking on some white rock. Now he's staring at a pond. I think he'll be able to figure it out. Enjoy. Morning, everyone.
Hi.
Buddy and Stephanie here from the Denman Homestead. We are traveling to a place for a day date.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. We're going to a place called New Caney.
New Caney.
Not the old Caney, but New Caney.
New Caney.
And
It's a neighboring town.
yes,
Yes.
it is on our date challenge that we've been not able to do for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna go over the history of New Caney and maybe a little bit of the history of Old Caney, or just Caney as it was known in the old days.
What?
And it's just pretty surprising stuff that has happened in Caney. And yeah, but first,
Is that what we're renaming it?
no, that was the name before it was New Caney.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No, you're lying.
Okay.
You're lying.
All right.
Was it really? It
Yes.
was just Caney.
It was Caney.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. The creek that ran through was Caney Creek. That it was Caney. Trust me. Before it was New Caney. Lord have mercy. Anyway, first we're gonna have our meal at a place we've never been before called
Overall.
Overall. It's crawfish, which is kind of what we've been wanting to do for a long time.
Yes.
Especially for our date night when we were trying to figure out what town to travel to. So I believe we're crossing into New Caney now. So we're gonna get some crawfish, and then after we eat, we'll discuss the history of Caney. Come along.
That is cool.
Yeah. Okay, well, we are stuffed. We are buttered and stuffed.
Buttered is an understatement. Buttered, yeah, is I'm fully coated.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It was delicious, though.
it was so good.
We couldn't really record a lot in there because they had music playing the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But we did take our shrimp, our leftover shrimp to go.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's tell you the story of Caney.
Caney.
Once tucked between two muddy rivers and a whispering pine forest, the town of Caney never used to be known for anything. Until the crawfish came. It started in 1873. Old man Jeb Barnes a trapper with more pride than sense, claimed he found a crawfish the size of a toddler in the wetlands outside town. He brought it to the annual Founders' Day festival, parading it through town in a wheelbarrow like a crown jewel. Folks gasped. Newspapers came, and before long, crawfish capital of the South was painted on the water tower in red. The town boomed. Crawfish festivals, crawfish stew cook-offs, crawfish parades. People came from as far as New Orleans to taste Caney's juicy swamp gold. Hotels popped up. Streets got paved. They even elected a mayor named Clyde Clawhammer Dupree, who wore a crawfish claw around his neck like a medallion. But Caney got greedy. In their hunger for fame and profits, they drained the sacred wetlands deeper and deeper. Locals whispered warnings about the Mud Queen, a creature older than the bayou who guarded the balance of the marsh. They said she walked on two legs, had crawfish for eyes, and her claws could crack a boat in half. Mayor Dupree laughed it off until the drought came, then the floods, then the red rain. One morning, the townsfolk awoke to find crawfish crawling from their wells, seeping up through floorboards, raining from the sky in squirming, shell-covered clouds. Babies were born with tiny claws. The mayor vanished, leaving only his necklace and one big red claw on the courthouse steps. The town panicked, drained their swamp again, only to find a massive hole where the water had once been. A single message carved in mudstone. You were fed. Now she feeds. The town has since moved away from the reputation of the crawfish capital of the South. They even changed the name to New Caney in order to put the troubled past behind them. Some of the old folks in town still remember those times, and some of them still hold the annual festival. But when they boil the crawfish, they still tell stories of the Mud Queen, because they know that tradition is thicker than blood, and the Mud Queen hates to be forgotten.
All right, babe, what did you think about the history of Caney? Did you know all that?
I did not know, and I was truly horrified and shocked.
I didn't know until I started researching what happened in Caney.
The lore.
The lore behind Caney. I always knew that it was New Caney.
What was old Caney? No one knows. Until we discovered it.
And we figured it out.
Yeah.
I mean, why? If there's a new something, there's an old something too, right?
Yeah. It was hard to find, and I know why now. What?
Old Caney.
Old.
Had a rough past.
The original Caney.
Yeah. No one knows what happened to Mayor Clawhammer.
No one knows.
I mean, he's just gone.
Can't do it. Can't do it with a straight face.
All right. Well,
it was fun.
Obviously, our date night challenge said to go to a town, and this is one we kind of cheated on. Go to a town that we haven't spent much time in, which we've kind of spent a good amount of time in New Caney, but you needed to come up with a fake.
We've not spent a whole lot of time at small town restaurants in New Caney.
Yeah, we had to find a small town restaurant, and we
first time there.
We had to come up with a fictitious background of the town, rename the town, which we kind of did, Caney instead of New Caney.
We're so original.
But there's a Caney Creek. There really is.
There
so that's
really is.
kind of weird that there was Caney Creek and New Caney, but no one knows the story behind Caney until now. At least the story we came up with.
Yep.
We hope you guys enjoyed our date night adventure challenge. We know that we did our last one in November, so it's been a long time. We are hoping to get to the next one much sooner. Much sooner.
Really hoping that your dreams are not nightmares.
Hey, there were some things in that documentary that I left out.
I made him. Let's not. Babies with, like... Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye, everyone.
Die.
On the Denman Homestead, where the sun sets golden in the west, we live in harmony with nature, doing what we love best. From the garden to the kitchen, and the bees inside their hive. On the Denman Homestead, come along and plant, nourish, thrive.